What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Marie, so always known as the Obsessed Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and hopefully I'm live. With Lords of Shadow, a game I think is super underrated. God, the soundtrack for this game is so great.
A storm is coming. Mankind faces ruin and despair. The world is changing, yet hope remains in the hearts of the people. We go about our daily lives never knowing the forces that can change our destinies forever. We are oblivious, ignorant like sheep to the slaughter. This night, in the year of our Lord 1047, marks the beginning of our journey together. A journey into darkness, into madness. I watch him from the shadows. Is he the one? He has come far already, but he will be tested to the very limits of human endurance and beyond. This night he rides looking for the old gods, armed with an amulet that has led him here. Tonight he will begin his journey into oblivion. The struggle for supremacy is eternal, inevitable. Victory is the natural objective of every creature on this world. They will kill and die for their kind.
Yeah, it got cold here too. Not quite to that degree, but yeah.
Eternal struggle, equilibrium, the balance between light and darkness. These are dark times without hope. Men of faith claim that this is a test from God to strengthen our spirit. Perhaps this is true, or perhaps it is simply a pious lie. If it is true, darkness has come to engulf once proud humanity, and we are witnessing the end of mankind.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I hate the cold weather, as I'm sure you remember. And this winter was particularly brutal. Oh, poor dude. God, the art direction in this game is so fucking good, man.
Who are you?
I am Gabriel. I have traveled here seeking the Guardian of the Lake.
You are from the Order? They sent you?
How do I find him?
He will find you. In the forest.
It's a damn shame they killed his horse. Bunch of bitches. This game is so great. This game was made in 2010. And honestly, it looks, for a game that's now 16 years old, this game looks fucking incredible. And I think this game might have one of my favorite art directions in gaming.
I follow him into the old forest, watching him from afar. He is strong indeed. The one God comes to drive out the many, but here, in this place, God's influence is thin and threadbare. The old gods still hold sway here. Few venture this far into the wood. He is disturbed by dreams, dreams that gnaw at his very soul. He will rest for the night, but rest will not come easy. The battle has left him weakened, but he knows the dream will return, and though he fears nothing on this earth, yet his nightmares sap the strength within him and leave a cold grip on his heart. Tomorrow he will use the old hunting path. Long has it been in disuse, but for now he dreams.
So, for one, this game was really, really fucking pretty for 360 and PS3. I would say it's one of the prettiest games in that generation of consoles. And for two, this game has a fucking amazing art direction. It's stylized. It's medieval on the surface, but it just is so pretty, and you'll see exactly what I mean. And fun fact, that was Patrick Stewart, by the way, narrating every level, and he's a major character in the game. Not too often you get Patrick fucking Stewart in a game.
What motivates a man to confront the challenges that most of us would run from? Condemning him to solitude, exposing him to defeat and death.
And I don't know if you're familiar with Robert Carlyle.
The answer is love.
But this is Robert Carlyle.
So powerful that all reason becomes blind to it, blind to all things, even the truth. Loss of love can make a man desperate, desperate enough to do anything to bury the truth, to hide from its pain.
Yeah, I love Patrick Stewart. And not only does he narrate the intro to every level in this game, but he's a major character that pops up later. And like I said, he's hardly been in any games, so he's fucking awesome in this game. And Robert Carlyle, if you've ever seen The Full Monty, he's the main guy in The Full Monty, or 28 Weeks Later, the dad that bails on them. Or if you've ever seen Once Upon a Time, the show Once Upon a Time, he's fucking Rumpelstiltskin. He plays the main character, Gabriel Belmont. And that's what most people know him from, is Once Upon a Time.
I hear you seek the Guardian of the Lake. I will take you to him, but we must be quick. Climb onto my back. Hurry!
Woo, horsey. And you actually have you have these big, you have the lesser lycanthropes, which are closer to what you'd expect from a werewolf. Then you have the big ones that are like horses, and they're ridden by the other werewolves. So great, man. Seeing fucking werewolves. Okay. Hold on. bitch. Like a good neighbor, state horse is there.
I can travel no further. You will find what you seek ahead.
Oh, you, baby! God, that's so cool. The dead bog.
Alone again, with only his thoughts as company, he continues on his journey to find the one he seeks. Who or what was that strange creature? There is a power here that few know, a power that could have some influence on events. Perhaps the guardian of the lake is aware of him now and offers aid in his quest. There is just the small matter of the dead bog to overcome, a place that has claimed the lives of many of the Brotherhood. The smell of death is strong here, and danger lies around every corner, but nothing will stop him. Nothing will stand in his way.
Like I said, the art direction of this game is fucking stunning. There is something in the water, something terrible. I've seen men dragged under, never to return. The location of these creatures can only be seen as ripples or bubbles on the surface. I surmise one must wait for the ripples and bubbles to disappear before progressing to the bog. One cannot walk around them because noxious fumes lay either side of the safe path. So one must be patient and wait for the right moment to cross over them. Heck, I know that I'm going to die, but at least it would be fighting not swallowed by any of those mire fiends. That's fair. The art direction of this game, man, is so fucking strong. Oh shit. There's a note back there I missed. I got blended in. Fuck. Oh, I really did not see him. Life gem medallion. Okay, they get 5 of them and they increase your life capacity. Oh yeah, baby! Okay. Fucking goblins. lake got him. Naiads. Okay. That's good to know. Let me see. I can buy new moves. Spinning chain. And potentially area counter strike. Yeah, let's just get spinning chain. That's all I can really afford. Now, is this... I'm trying to make sure... I'm trying to be thorough and get everything I can, although you're literally going to miss some of these. You have to. It's one of those games where you gain tools, so you have to go back to levels to get stuff you couldn't get before. So you literally can't get everything when you first visit a level. I still want to be thorough, though, as much as I can. Well, I guess that is where I would have came across if I had taken the other path. I'll wait for this. Something is pushing the goblin tribes further and further towards our local towns and villages, hence the cause of the recent conflicts between them and humans. I suspect the cause is the dark spell that we've been sent to investigate. Something incredibly evil is taking over the land, and I'm concerned about what lies ahead for me and my fellow brothers. Well, considering he very shortly died, then yeah, he was right to be wary. Okay, I'm already full health. Okay, here. Can you go further? What's up, bitch? Goblin? You're gonna be gobbling these nuts! My cat wants in, and she's there. See, some cats, right, might get the hint. You think. She is not one of those cats. She will sit there and scratch at the door, getting progressively louder and more hectic until she starts meowing until you let her in. There is a mausoleum here in the bog that has lain undisturbed for many years. Cardinal Volpe informs me that the legendary artisan Rinaldo Gandolfi construct a powerful relic there during his sojourn, which will aid the one that wields the combat cross. I must admit. Oh no, I will say that much about my cat. She is all up on my shit. She will follow me around the house. No joke. She will literally, I will go to the bathroom, she'll follow me in the bathroom and sit there and stand guard. I guess she's trying to protect me while I'm in the bathroom. Then I'll come in here and she'll follow me, like, so you can actually follow her, watch her follow me around the house. Yeah, come here. Oh, she wants up here. Yeah. Sometimes, she'll want her space, and I'll leave her alone. She'll just sit there in the living room by herself. But usually, she wants to be where I'm at. She'll sleep on me, she'll sleep on top of me, and my dad's caught her sleeping on my chest. I must admit I'm apprehensive. Many of my comrades like that along the way, and I'm wondering if this fool's errand will not be the enemy too. Well, it actually was, so I'm sorry, bro. Combat Cross. While most of the Brotherhood utilizes more conventional armaments, Gabriel has been gifted with the Combat Cross, a heavy iron crucifix which hides a retractable chain inside. The crossbody was one of the first relics the Brotherhood acquired centuries ago. Its full origin is unclear, but is rumored to have been forged from the nails used to crucify martyrs. That's kind of metal. And then the whip. Iron chain. The original cross relic did not have a chain, and thus it was not very effective as a weapon, at least not against more earthly menaces. One of its first wielders, a Brotherhood artisan by the name of Rinaldo Gandolfi, was responsible for the creation of the now iconic chain. The iron chain was his first edition, and during the forging process, every single link of the chain was quenched in holy water and then blessed to give the weapon more power against the undead. Get out of the water! Let me see my cat right now. She's on me. Ah, fucking goblin. Pussy cam. She will spend most of her time up here on me. What a dick. Usually she wants to be all about me. Time to get an upgrade, Echo! And drop my controller in. Look at that
Forget me,
guy.
brother. But my need is far greater than yours.
Upgrade! This relic was also built by the renowned artisan Ronaldo Gandolfi. The articulated metal tip can be used to grab objects and enemies from a distance, giving the combat cross the properties of a grappling hook. This allows the wielder to climb, rappel, and swing around the environments. Yeah, baby! Actually, you can learn more about Gabriel this way. As an infant, he was found abandoned at the door of one of the Brotherhood of Light convent. It is not known who his original parents were. Some suspect that he was the unwanted bastard of a local wealthy landowner, most likely from the Kronquist family. Though this has never been proved, the order named the boy after the blessed Archangel Gabriel and raised him as one of his own. A precocious child, he quickly grew to be extremely talented, developing an unprecedented mastery of the fighting arts. Gabriel took the surname of Belmont from his love of the mountains and the high places of the world. Prone to dark moods and occasional ambivalence, Gabriel was deeply affected by the death of his childhood sweetheart, Marie. He has embarked on this quest at the request of the elders of the Brotherhood and has a burning desire for revenge. You must grip it! Woo! Oh shit. Here's the troll. That's what the Celtic trolls look like, honestly. Yeah, fuck you, troll. Sweet, I can activate more daggers. Oh yeah, baby! Air grab, flying kick. That's cool. See, the art direction of this game is fucking stunning. There's more than a couple moments in this game I was like, fuck. Oh yeah, sweet. The gem. Oh yeah, baby! Oh shit. I said this game came out 16 years ago. This is a fucking 360 game. And yet, not only, like, this game looks fucking outstanding for a game that's 16 years old. And its art direction is timeless. And it's not even the coolest places. This game has a tremendous fucking variety of locations. Come on. Go, Daddy. Like, this is just the start. Like, this game has so many different areas and variation. It feels like you make a journey across the world in this game. This next level is fucking outstanding. Pan's Temple. Like the nature spirit Pan.
The stench of the bog fades into memory, and a land of great beauty lies before him, a paradise where nature lives in harmony with all living creatures. Indeed, a refuge for those who wish it. He is close now, close to the old gods and the old ways. Long forgotten by men, this kingdom was once revered by all. Yet now only a small part remains. Soon even this will disappear. The amulet senses its master. Its journey is almost over. He will need all his strength now, all his wits, if he is to succeed here, if he is to convince the old god to help him.
See, this is Pan's Garden. This is a beautiful thing. Like, this area is so fucking pretty. Like, when I first played this game, this took my fucking breath away. This is, without a doubt, one of the prettiest games on 360 and PS3. And the fact that it still holds up this well now is insane. Even the grass is fucking animated. You can see the bushes and shit move when he goes through them, which back on 360 was incredibly rare. That didn't become common until like PS4, Xbox One. The ravaged corpses of my brothers lie scattered everywhere. I feel guilty looting the bodies of my comrades, but I must find more life gems or I am lost too. Forgive me, my brothers. I won't last long unless I increase my chances of survival, and the dead have no use for such things anymore. I know that there's life in your eye, I can sense it, but I just need to rest for a moment. I feel so weak. Oh, poor guy. Excuse me. See, most people when they think of Castlevania, because this is Castlevania, by the way, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, most people when they think of Castlevania think about the castle, Dracula's castle, but the truth of the matter is, most of the games have a good amount of locations inside the castle and out of the castle. The, one of the best Castlevania games, Castlevania 4, or Super Castlevania 4, established the balance. Half the game was outside the castle, half the game is in the castle. Dracula's castle. So this game, following that, has quite a bit before you get to the castle and quite a bit after. Oh, the cat wants out. You basically wind up taking on 3 lords in this game. The Lords of Shadow. Titular Lords of Shadow. The Lycan Lord, the Vampire Lord, and the Undead Lord. Or the Necromancer, I guess you could say. And so, this game has a castle, like you'd expect in Castlevania, but the castle section, there's quite a bit before and after it. The castle is like one big section in the middle. It's like the second act. Shit, I missed one. Ah, it's right there. Or maybe? In Castlevania, had an issue where, like, they struggled adapting them to 3D. The first Castlevania game to be in 3D was Castlevania 64, and it was fucking terrible. I know, it was notoriously bad. And so they had a real iffy track record with 3D Castlevania games. And even some of the 3D games, there were some good ones, but there was not a truly fucking amazing one, and that was the goal with Lords of Shadow, was to do a modern 3D, well, modern at the time, 3D Castlevania game. And they honestly knocked it out of the park. And on top of which, this came from a game studio that had only made a few games before, and very small-scale indie games. They were a Mexican studio called Mercury Steam. And that thing about the Mexican game development studios, there's not very many. For whatever reason, there's a lot of American game studios, there's a lot of Japanese game studios, and there's even more some European ones. There's not a whole lot of Mexican scenes in game development. There is more now. But at the time when this game came out in 2010, this game, being, such a high-quality, high-scale game made by a predominantly Mexican team, was unheard of. My darling Martha, I fear that I'm not going to make it back. Look after yourself and our beloved daughter. God forgive me for failing my task. Know that you will always be in my heart and that one day we will be together again. Your loving husband, Victor. Oh, that sucks. And like I said, man, the fucking art direction of this game is just so fucking great, dude. Like, this game's world is so fucking pretty. And it's so varied. Like I said, it never settles in. Well, you go from these forest areas to a giant snowy village to a mountain fortress to the fucking castle covered in ice to a fucking desert to a scarecrow bog. Shit, yeah, I missed one. I had to get all of them to open up this place. And this game also has one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. I think video game soundtracks don't get the credit they deserve. In general, like, they're not considered on the same quality as other music or film music, and I think it's bullshit. Because you see movies, film scores get, like, lavish praise and all that, people sucking its dick. But you don't see a lot of game scores getting their due, even though I think some game music is fucking amazing. And every bit as good as any kind of music for movies. Like, and several games owe a lot of their success to their soundtrack. Like, when you think of Mario Bros, you think dum 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 dum. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's iconic, it's seared into your brain. So on the whole, it's kind of fucking lame. That you don't see a lot of soundtracks getting video game soundtracks getting acclaim. Especially because, okay, so you think about it like this way. When you have a game, or I'm sorry, let me say this. When you have a movie, most movies are about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Okay? There's some movies that are really long. But even if you have a real long movie, you're only making the score for a certain amount of the movie. And obviously you're not going to be playing the score every minute of the movie. So, you look at like a big, super duper heavy soundtrack, right? Fuck, I remember this, there's one of these that are hidden. And I remember being stumped to this back in the day, where they hid one of these symbols very well. Which I guess that's the point, is you have to look around to find it. You have these, so you're not going to have music every fucking minute of a movie, you know what I mean? So you're going to have maybe 30 to 40 minutes of fucking music in a movie. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, do you have any idea how much those, like, even a shorter game has music? Like, some of the games, like Red Dead Redemption, GTA, their fucking music, just their orchestral music that was created for them, literally has to fill up, like, 3 or 4 discs. Like, even a smaller video game soundtrack is usually, like, 10 times the size of the average movie soundtrack. And it takes every bit as much shit to make. Or Assassin's Creed. I'm not sure how big you are on Assassin's Creed, but I'm big on Assassin's Creed. That theme for Assassin's Creed, which is called Ezio's Family, is iconic as the rest of the series. Da 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 da. Hold on, where's that last symbol? Fuck a duck. Okay, so it's the third one on the list, and it's proximity. So the Triquatra, that's 2. So the third one has to be here, in this fucking glade. I'm gonna try going this way. All the way and see if it'll give me a hint. It's funny, I got stuck here when I originally played this game, and I'm fucking stuck here now. Oh. Gotcha, alright. Just a process elimination then, I don't even need, okay. Hold on. Aha, okay. I guess there's always gonna be one missing. Fuck! This game's art direction! So pretty, man! Like, it's very rare that I see a game that just actually takes my breath away. And this game repeatedly does that. Like, this is just fucking gorgeous. And like I said, this whole game is insanely varied. You know? From fucking this forest to frozen castles, mountain ruins, fucking ancient underground there's a ton of fucking variety in this game. So, like, this game's world is such a huge draw. But in particular, this game has a soundtrack, one tune in the soundtrack that's really, really good.
The Brotherhood needs your help. I need your help.
I know who you are, Gabriel. I am the guardian of the Lake of Oblivion, where the living can communicate with the dead. Tell me, warrior, are you aware of what is happening in the world?
We have been deserted by God. Creatures from the void come to claim the souls of men, to wipe mankind from the face of the earth.
And what of the elders of your order? What do they think?
That God has not abandoned us. They believe that a powerful spell has been unleashed by someone or something. A spell that has isolated our world from the heavens, cutting us off from God, and allowing evil to flourish unchecked.
Why have the Brotherhood of Light sent you to the Lake of Oblivion?
They have dreamt that a message waits for me at this lake. A message that holds a clue to our salvation. I was instructed to seek you out, in the hope that you may show me the path.
The elders believe that these dreams are the last message from the heavens, and that you should know something that we are unaware of. Is that it?
Yes. My wife, Marie, was murdered not 2 days ago by the evil that roams these lands. Her soul and those of the recently departed are trapped here and cannot find peace.
And that is why they sent you to the Lake of Oblivion, because they believe that she is waiting for you here to deliver a message to you.
Yes. Will you help me?
Only the most deserving of the living are worthy of speaking to the dead. Are you worthy, Gabriel?
Fuck. But for a lot of video game soundtracks, they feel the need that they have to constantly have the soundtrack blaring full force. And that's not needed. Some of the best tracks are quieter. And one of the songs I remember in this game the most is a quieter one that plays throughout. Shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think I got this. Okay. Ah, trickier than it looks. Fuck! Yeah, I might just have the Google solution because it's pissing me off. Yay, internet! Oh, hey, it's good to see you, dude. I really think you like this game, Alex. It's Castlevania Lords of Shadow. I just say Lords of Shadow instead of Castlevania because it's its own thing. They wanted to make a good 3D Castlevania game, and they struggled for many, many years. They are either iffy or they were outright terrible. Like Castlevania 64 is notoriously one of the worst games ever made. And a Mexican team, like literally a Spanish team called Mercury Steam, made this game. It was produced by Hideo Kojima back when he still worked at Konami. And this game is fucking incredible. This game came out in 2010 and just looked fucking insane. Well, you're gonna see. The game looked amazing. And it's really fucking good. There's no game like Lords of Shadow. And not only is Patrick Stewart the narrator, he's a major character in the game. And Robert Carlyle, if you've ever seen Once Upon a Time, he's in it as well. He's a famous actor.
What does this mean? Tell me.
Only that you have passed the test. You appear worthy of entering the Lake of Oblivion.
And when you combine this being one of the prettiest 360 and PS3 games,
make sure you have your daggers with you. One never knows when need may arise.
When you combine this being one of the prettiest PS3 and 360 games, technically with an amazing artistic direction, and this is one of the prettiest games ever. And this is a separate continuity. You don't have to play any other Castlevania games to play this. That's why it's Lords of Shadow. It's its own thing. It takes elements from the other games, but it's wholly its own thing. Hold on a second. Before I go to the Oblivion Lake, I want to show you the Pan's Temple. See? This game came out in 2010, Alex. This was fucking unbelievable for 2010. Like, holy shit. I mean, this shit looks fucking good now. And the game is heavily inspired by the classic God of War games. Well, there's actually a fair bit of Castlevania games that are 3D, for one. For two, you need to get over your hatred for 2D, because there's quite a few things you can do with 2D. And for three, it's kind of hard for them to do any 3D when they let the series fucking die. So they're now bringing the series back.
The test has shaken him. I see the doubt in his eyes as he heads towards the lake. So Pan is helping him now. That's good. Perhaps it bodes well. I wonder if he knows what awaits him here, in this place where the dead can contact the living. It is cold now. A chill wind blows through his heart. I can see it, feel it. He will need help if he is to succeed. He must not fail. He will not fail. Not now. Not yet. Not if I have anything to do with it.
So you get these awesome fucking introductions to each level with Patrick Stewart. It's like he's the fucking G, and he's been... I think this and the other Lords of Shadow games is the only video games he's ever really been in. kind of hard to top fucking Patrick Stewart as a narrator. Sweet. Oh, shit. And I was telling Mary, when people think of Castlevania, they think of the castle, obviously. But the truth is, the best Castlevania games, and quite a few Castlevania games, took place as much out of the castle as in the castle. Super Castlevania 4, which is one of the best Castlevanias, by the way, established it. The first half of the game is getting to the castle, the second half of the game is in the castle. This game, it's set into 3 acts. The Lords of Shadow, actually, as you'd believe. The Lycan Lord, the Vampire Lord, the Undead Lord, the Necromancer, basically. And each act is like a totally different environment. And the castle is pretty much Act 2. So there's quite a big portion in the castle in the middle of the game, but it's not the whole entire fucking game. There's a bunch of shit getting to the castle, and quite a lot of shit getting after the castle. And that's what I'm saying. People are under the mistaken impression that every Castlevania game has to be in a castle. That's just literally factually untrue. Usually, for most Castlevania games, it's about 50-50 in and out. This game also has quite a bit of chapters. This game is pretty long. Oh, shit. This game has a ridiculous amount of level variety. Swamps, forests, plains, caves, deserts, castles, mountain village. Like, every level in this game is different. Pretty fucking sick. And the boss battles in this are inspired by Shadow of the Colossus, which is definitely a lot worse things to be inspired by. Really, asshole? There you go. And also, this game has a fucking amazing soundtrack. I mean, this is okay, but this actually has one of my favorite tunes in gaming. It's this really sad, dramatic piece that plays in the quieter moments, and it's incredibly fucking memorable. A lot of people think that all video game music has to be super uppity, but no, it's like this dark, haunting music they play in the slower moments. Fuck you, bro! Ah, you bitch. And the game even has a bit of Metroidvania, because while it proceeds in a linear fashion, you can go back to previous chapters with new relics. They're not at all, no. From what I've seen, pretty much every Fire Emblem game is self-contained. Except for, there are a couple of sequels. Oh, that's where I fucked up, okay. Like the Game Boy, they have the 2 Fire Emblem games, one for GameCube and one for Wii, and those are direct sequels. But from what I understand, most of you don't have to play the preceding Fire Emblem games. I'm not super well versed on the Fire Emblem games though. So I'm actually probably not the best person to ask. Ah, you bitch. Yeah, I've heard good things about them. I don't know, man. From what I've seen, the later Fire Emblem games, like, I've heard some of the good stuff about the ones on Switch, or the one on Switch. Actually lets you wander around, but, like, my main problem damn it, didn't get out to start. My main problem is, one, I'm not really super into RTS games. I could get past that. It's that up until the most recent games in the series, there was no gameplay outside of combat. I don't like games that are just combat. You know? Even in, like, hack and slash games, like God of War, there's still a good amount of outside combat, puzzle solving, climbing, shit like that. You know, and the problem with most RTS games that I have found is that they're literally 95% of them are just combat. If you're not actively in the middle of a combat, you're seeing a story scene. There is no walking around outside of battle. And I'm not really a fan of games where it's just battle after battle after battle and there's no other gameplay. Especially because people talk about how, like, the world in Fire Emblem is, like, super rich, and how there's, like, they have great stories. I've heard they have great stories. And, like, they do the political tensions of the different countries, but you don't see any of it. That's a fucking shame to me. So, like, I'm pretty sure that most of them are self-contained, but I'm not, like, super knowledgeable in the series. So I'm just saying that I don't want to give you bad information. It is all the Fire Emblem games due to RTS. In fact, there's one of the earliest RTS series. Their fucking Fire Emblem was on the NES, dude. Fire Emblem is legitimately one of Nintendo's longest running series. I also know that they're pretty fucking hardcore if you're gonna play them legitimately. One of the things that the series got known for is they're brutally difficult. I have to move my chair closer. They're brutally difficult. And they have permadeath. Any fucking character, any unit you have that dies, stays dead forever. And later games, the more modern ones, let you turn that off and made it an optional setting. But, like, the vast majority of Fire Emblem games are brutally difficult. And, well, like I said, permadeath. So you can pretty much lose your entire fucking army and then have to sit there and rebuild them up if you die. And that, to me, is a whole nother degree of hardcore, which I understand why some people like that, but man, the thought of me playing, like, an RPG like that, well, you know what I'm saying, like, building up characters, building up an army, and then having fucking permadeath, ugh, Jesus. That would fucking kill me. And like I said, it's not like, well, if you fuck up, like, they're hard games, so most likely you're gonna lose a lot of shit. And I know the more recent Fire Emblems have made a lot of moves towards making them more casual. But if you're gonna play any of the older ones, even the GameCube one, which I've heard a lot of people say the GameCube one is fantastic. Path of Radiance, Dawn of Radiance. There's 2 ones called Radiance that are really good, and people said they're great. But it's one of the rarest GameCube games. Hold on, I'm gonna see what the name of it is. Shit, I wonder if my dad's still awake. Hold on, I'll be right back. Shit, man, paused it. Fuck. God, that's my dad's birthday. Yeah, I was meant to say happy birthday at midnight. But he's probably asleep. He's still asleep, so... Oh yeah, hold on, I was gonna look it up. The Fire Emblem game for GameCube is highly regarded. People loved it, but it's one of the rarest GameCube games. It was hundreds of dollars back when GameCube games were more popular. I don't even want to think about what it costs now. Obviously not a problem with you. Path of Radiance. And then it's Dawn of Radiance for Wii. And it's like that one is a direct sequel. And a lot of people talked about that. Yeah. He's 53. Yeah, $245. Disc only. $180 on eBay, man. Oh, $290. Fuck me. And I actually knew a guy who was obsessed with Fire Emblem who actually had this on GameCube. I hope he held on to that. Fire Emblem has always been one of Nintendo's most obscure series. Like, you know it's bad when, like, most people have only heard of Fire Emblem through fucking Smash Bros. Playing fucking Spike. Nope. Right? He's actually a piece of shit, though, so... Actually, take the back. Spit on your house! He was a piece of shit. He was one of those guys who was, like, super nerdy in a bad way, because obviously I'm super nerdy. I'm not shitting on somebody for being super nerdy. But he was like the type of super nerdy who would like piss on other people. He's like, actually? Like he was actually the person. And he was smart. He was really smart. He was really smart. Yeah. He was really smart, but he was fucking, condescending. He looked down on everybody because he's smart. And I think, he looked down on everybody, but for some fucking reason, he looked down on me especially. Maybe it's because I was homeschooled, so I guess he thought that my parents were just, like, give me, like, basic shit, that I didn't properly do schoolwork, even though that's not true. On average, literally statistically, most people who have gone through homeschooling are smarter than people in public school. But he especially looked down on me, and he thought I was stupid. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, he literally thought I was stupid. I'm not gonna, like, sit here and shit on people over intelligence. And I'm not gonna sit here and toot my own horn, but I think I'm pretty smart. I'm not, like, the world's fucking genius. I'm not like fucking Albert Einstein, but I'm not stupid. And every time I talked to that guy, he always had the impression, he gave me the impression he was looking down on me. Piece of shit. And then I had an incident where I had to shit under a bridge. We've been out for hours and hours and hours, and I was telling them I had to shit, and they wouldn't go by a place where I could shit, so I eventually had to drop trowel and shit under an overpass. Like, it wasn't something I was proud of. It's like, literally, I'm either shitting in an overpass or I'm shitting my pants. And, it wasn't like I took pride in shitting under a bridge. But I actually found out later on that this cocksucker posted about that on Reddit. Except he left out the specifics where, you know, we walked by a bunch of places and we walked in the middle of the woods and we ignored him saying he had to shit and he needed a place to shit for a couple hours, and then he reluctantly shit under a bridge rather than shit in his pants. Like, I feel like that's important context that he ignored. So, and I felt really embarrassed when I found that. I told you I hung out with some gnarly fucking kids in high school, man. Real fucking assholes. I got him back, though, dude. One time, I was trying to play with him, and he thought I was really trying to hurt him or whatever. So, I'll never forget, dude. He reached forward and he tried to kick me. I guess he thought, like, I was a pushover or whatever. Probably because Adam told him I was a pushover. Adam, the dude I told you, thought because I wouldn't fight him that I was a pussy. So he reached forward and he, like, tried to kick. You know, like a straight up, like, knee kick. Like, we're talking, like, you know, like this. Like, pull your leg and bop forward. And I literally, dude, caught his fucking foot mid-kick. Literally. Grabbed his foot right here under the heel. Held it, and then flipped him on his fucking ass. I have never seen him be more shocked, man. And honestly, that's one of my finer moments. Because, like, tried to kick me. Nope! Flipped him on his ass. And that's one of those things where I could never do that again if I tried. You know what I mean? Like, there was no preparation. I mean, I literally caught that fucking kick and flipped him. And he was always an asshole after that, but he never ever tried to get physical with me after that point. So I guess he was told that I was a pussy, and he learned really quickly that wasn't the case. But like I said, I mean, literally took his leg, used his momentum to flip him on his back. He spun through the air and landed on his ass. But yeah, and around the time when me and Adam weren't being friends anymore, because I finally started to realize that he wasn't actually my friend. Like, I was so desperate for a friend that I was willing to do anything to have some of these friends, because I was a weird autistic kid. And so Adam manipulated me, he lied to me, he asked me to do things I didn't want to do, he got me in a lot of trouble. And I'm like, well, he's my friend! And he wasn't my friend. I've told you this. But this was like around the time that I had started to actually distance myself from Adam, because I started to realize that, hey, this guy isn't really your friend. And of course it took me a while because I had known him for like 6 years, and I was thinking, well, we've been friends for so long. I knew him from, like, the time I was, like, 10 to the time I was, like, 16. So part of me was like, he's a piece of shit, but then it's like, you know, like, you've been friends with this guy for, like, most of your life. But they added me to a Discord, or group chat. No, I'm sorry, a group chat? It was on Facebook or some shit like that. And then they unadded me. I guess because one of them didn't know that he didn't want me there. And I was able to dig through that group chat because the way that it worked in the Facebook group chat, if you're taken out of the group chat, you can't message anymore. You can't see future messages. But at that time, I guess, this was like, I was like 16, so 2012. At that time, you could see all the messages up to when you were kicked from the group. So I started digging and I found that. And I saw them like shitting on me and saying, oh, he's so boring. And so then I saw Brayden's name. And so I was curious how much more shit they were talking about me. So I saw his name and I looked it up and Googled it. And I saw his Reddit page. And then when I started looking down his Reddit page, that's when I saw his post was like, what did somebody do embarrassing? And I saw he's talking about me in the whole bridge, only leaving out, all the context. And I'm like, you fuckers. And then what's hilarious is, and this is one of the things that actually pushed me away from Adam for good, was I confronted Adam about it, and he was like, oh, Brayden wouldn't say that about you. We weren't shit-talking you. And it's like, dude, you're lying right to my face. I looked through the fucking chat. I saw you do it. You think I don't know your fucking account name? I checked his account name. Verified it was fucking him. And it's just like we'd had a lot of problems, but just, like, seeing him, lie to me, like, right to my face about that, man. Crazy. Because Adam had a nice house, and he had a lot of stuff, like, he owned a house. And I wasn't that lucky. I was poor compared to Adam, and I didn't own a house. We owned an apartment. We lived packed. So, like, Adam, he didn't know how lucky he was because he had a big house as a kid. Not, like, rich, but big house, and there was only 2 people in the house. So he always had plenty of space, and I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, his living room is bigger than my house. So, like, he would have, like, tons of disposable income. So I hadn't talked to Adam in a while when this happened. And we started hanging out with friends again. And I thought, okay, I'll give him another chance. And I shouldn't have. I fucking shouldn't have. But, he came over to my house, and it's like I let him in my house, and he slept over or whatever, and we had like an adult sleepover. And, we played games and all that stuff, and I thought we were having a good time. And then I see him in this fucking group chat, sitting there fucking, saying, oh, he's changed. They're talking about my OCD, by the way. They literally used my OCD as a flaw against me. So, real great to pick on somebody who has a mental problem, by the way. But seeing him be like, oh, it's boring. It's so boring in his house. He's got nothing to do. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, that I don't own my house like you do. That I don't have a ton of money to go and do stuff. But it's like, we're supposed to be friends. And I invited you to my house and my family. You ate dinner with my family. We cooked you fucking dinner, and I'm so sorry that I didn't have all this stuff to do. And, like, seeing him rag on me and be like, well, he's better from his mental illness, but he's still boring, really crushed me. And then, like I said, and then from there I dug into fucking Brayden, and he defended Brayden after that. And it's like, dude, like, I had known Adam for years before he met Brayden. So it was just like, yeah, it was crazy, dude. Awful. And yeah, I know I went on a tangent. It's just, we were talking about Fire Emblem, and that guy was the guy I knew that was into Fire Emblem. He was so into Fire Emblem. And he had a physical copy of Path of Radiance. The only actual, a complete in-box copy. It was mint condition, like, it was used, obviously, but you would never know. It looked like it had just been freshly opened. And even then, back in 2012, that game was super rare. I mean, now it's even more rare, but even back when GameCube was still readily being sold, it was one of the rarer GameCube games. So I remember seeing that and being like, holy shit, that's the only time I've ever seen a fucking copy in person. And it's probably the rarest copy of a game I've seen. And so I went on a tangent. I remember all that stuff, and, you know. And, I'll take it with a grain of salt. Because of the source. But I heard later on that Brayden was having relations with a minor when she was like 16 and he was like 25. And I'm like, okay, wow. And I don't know that for a fact. But he had a history of being kind of pervy and weird. And I heard it from multiple people in that circle of friends. So I'm not going to say it definitively happened. But yeah, so I'm like, oh, I dodged a fucking bullet there, man. But yeah, sorry, I got off a tangent. That's probably the rarest game I've ever seen in person. Oh shit, I killed him. Patrick Stewart, baby! And like I said, I want to be careful. Because I didn't personally see the evidence that he was talking to a minor. And that is an insane accusation to throw against somebody. But I did hear it from multiple people, which gives it more validity that knew him. You know what I mean? That were around him. And because he stopped hanging out with the group. And when I got in contact with Adam a couple times, we tried to patch up, make things work. I just couldn't let it go. And he was like, Brayden wasn't in the group, and I'm like, hey, where's Brayden? He's like, oh yeah, no, he's being pervy to like a 16-year-old, because technically in Kentucky it was legal, and it was legal in this state. You can have sex with a 16-year-old up to 10 years age difference. So technically, what he did was legal. He was like 25. That's still really fucking skeevy, though, man. Like, just because it's legal doesn't make it right if he did do that. Like I said, I never saw the proof. So you have to take it with a grain of salt. But he always was kind of pervy. I always got a kind of creep vibe from him, and multiple people who knew him told me that. So it wasn't like, well, I heard a guy who heard a guy. So if that is true, man, that's fucked up. And that's kind of why he was able to be open about it, because technically it's legal. And it's like, yeah, just because it's legal doesn't make it right. I think Florida has similar shit, like, dude, a fucking 25-year-old should not be fucking with a 16-year-old. In no fucking world. No fucking world, man. I don't care. Like, it could be legal. I wouldn't care. It would still be wrong. And I still would not associate with somebody who did that. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, they talk about ethics and morals. Okay? Just because something is legal doesn't make it right. Yeah, the whole thing was fucked up. I just went on a trip. You ever get into, like, a tangent, you start thinking about something, and, it's like, it's a chain of thoughts. And it especially irked me. It especially irked me because I was in a similar situation as this chick, if what happened is true. I was 16, and this chick found me for my aunt. She worked at my aunt. She found me, saw my picture, said, oh, who is that? Found out that I was her nephew. She was 23, and she tracked me down and engaged in a relationship with me, molested me, abused me, constantly tried to push me to do stuff I didn't do, and was incredibly fucking abusive. Called me a piece of shit loser, told me I was not good, and only got away with it through the law. When in any other state, most of the U.S. states, what she did would have been illegal. It's like, oh, fucking Kentucky, yay! So, for me, I took that especially serious because I had been fucked over by somebody in a similar age bracket. He was actually older than this chick was, and I'm like, yeah, that did serious damage to me. And he's not a good person anyway, so I highly doubt he was a good partner to her, even regardless of the age gap and the legality. So that really pissed me off. But like I said, I'm not going to say 100% for sure. I didn't see pictures. I didn't see screenshots. As far as I know, this chick didn't come forward. So I'm not going to say he did it for sure. I'm just saying what I heard. Patrick Stewart, baby! Like, seriously, like, if you, like, for example, you had a sister who's a minor. I don't even think you have sisters that are minors anymore. But if you had a sister who was 16, fucking with a guy who's 25, I'm gonna assume that your fucking, like, default reaction would be to whoop that guy's ass. Right? I would. Well, it's legal. I don't give a fuck. You're wrong, bro.
Marie! Forgive me. I was not there to save you.
There is nothing to forgive, my love. I am so happy to look upon your face again.
And I yours. My love, the elders of the Order hope that you can help us to understand what is happening. The world has been isolated from the heavens. Some believe that God has abandoned us. Can it be true?
I feel that the spirits are trying to talk to me. They whisper things to me. It is hard to understand them all. It is so dark. So many people crying. I cannot find them in the blackness. I'm scared. There is something else. A shadow is on my mind. You must help us, Gabriel.
What are they telling you? Who are they?
They are the spirits who founded your order, and that the power of the Lords of Shadow is the key. They talk of a prophecy. I don't understand what they mean. I can feel myself fading. I can hardly see you. Darkness is closing around me.
Marie.
I love you, Gabriel.
Don't go, Marie! I love you too.
This is only the end of the first chapter.
Why are you here? Who sent you?
I am Zobek, a warrior of your brotherhood. Pan and I are old acquaintances. He felt you would be in need of my assistance.
I have heard of you. I am sorry. My name is Belmont.
I know who you are. Is that the spirit of someone you know?
Yes. It was my wife.
Forgive me. I couldn't help but overhear what she told you. It sounds like the spirits who founded our order are trying to tell us something very important through her.
What do you mean?
Only that the founders of the Order seem to be using the dead to communicate with us. The prophecy has been secret for many centuries. It is known only to a select few. There is no way she could have known of it unless they managed to tell her somehow. Praise be to God.
What prophecy?
It is written that a pure-hearted warrior will claim the power of the Lords of Shadow as his own. and use it in order to
Even the armor
overcome all
in this
evil.
game is sick.
It is said this warrior would become God's vassal on earth, supremely powerful. He could do anything. The founding spirits have not abandoned us, Gabriel. Thanks to your Marie, we now know there is some hope. We have to enter the lands of the Dark Lords, you and I. We must reclaim the powers they hold and unite the heavens with this world once more. And don't you see, Gabriel? You can bring her back.
If what you say is true, then we need to work quickly and in secret. The Lords of Shadow must not suspect we're on their trail. They will turn all of their attention towards us. We should take different routes, you know. I will head for the land of the Lycans. You leave for the territory of the vampires and prepare the way. Then we must go on to the Lord of the Necromancers together. His realm lies first. Our enemy must suspect nothing.
Take
Oh
this.
yeah, this is one of the coolest
It
parts of
will
this
allow you
game.
to absorb spiritual energy and will help cure your wounds.
You have light and shadow magic.
May we be granted victory.
Thank you, brother. You have given me renewed hope.
Chapter Deuce. Enchanted Forest.
We part ways, he and I. My instincts tell me he is filled with hope, a hope that will drive him ever onwards. Good. Perhaps he is the one, a warrior of pure heart who can deliver us from all evil. Perhaps. I wonder what went through his mind when he saw her there, his beloved. Did he see his dreams, or did he see his future blown away like leaves on the wind? I spy him as he heads out towards the reaches of Pan's influence. A forest lies to the east that leads to the land of the Lycans. The ruin of an ancient civilization is there, forgotten and decaying. Once a proud testament to man's ingenuity and vision, it has now been conquered by nature, as she claims all things for her own.
Like, the art direction for this game is fucking stunning, man. My cowering arms has ventured onwards while I rest here while the heat of the sun is relentless and my moon plagues me still. I gave my life to him in the hope that he might find provisions for nightfall for his stocks run low. He is a good lad, strong and eager, yet he needs firm patience in combat if he is to survive. I hope the life gem wasn't given in vain. Oh shit. Okay, that looks like the main path. Yeah, no, this is one of the best games graphically on 360 and PS3. And you can actually get this on Steam and turn the settings way up. And it looks even better. But, you get light and shadow magic. And it's really cool because light magic heals you when you use it. So when you attack, it imbues your attacks to heal you, and shadow magic does like twice the damage. You have to go between both. And also, this game has one of the best fucking endings of any game you will ever play. I mean, like, this game is notorious for having one of the best post-credit scenes ever that will have your jaw on the fucking floor. What a bitch. And this game has quite a bit of puzzle solving and platforming. It's not just combat. Like I said, it even has Metroidvania, because you gain all kinds of new abilities like a double jump, dash, and you can revisit past levels to uncover hidden shit. And I love shit like that. Oh no, werewolves! Oh wait a minute, hold on. Light flash. Air grab, flying kick, area counter strike, direct heavy combo. So yeah, it's a good skill. Even the UI for this game, the menu being this book, is actually really cool. Chain barrier, what is that? Oh, yep. Fuck yeah. Fucking goblins. And how much you love the classic God of War games. Thought you would enjoy this quite a bit. Well, I mean, it's not like it's entirely ripping it off. It clearly does the thing, but you can clearly see the inspiration. And you usually get this game on PS3 or modern on Steam real cheap. God is punishing us for our sins. The world is in chaos and we will die soon. Rip, trapped in limbo between heaven and earth. No chance of redemption, no means of escape. I am badly wounded and lichens can smell the blood. They are hunting me. My fate is imminent. Dear Lord, forgive me. Cardinal Volpe sends us all to our deaths, and for what? I and my fellow warriors lay broken and lost by the wayside. Damn him and his futile quest. He and the elders should also be suffering for their sins. Focus scroll. Oh yeah. Even the the way the fucking lichens look is awesome. Really, asshole? Ah, shit, I keep... Yeah, you like me now, bitch? Werewolves. Wee. Underground caves.
He is becoming stronger with every step he takes. His prowess in battle is undeniable. He will need it now. Goblins are one thing, but there are other creatures in the dark places of the world, creatures who know nothing of his plight, but fight for their very survival. Many fallen brothers are testament to this. Indeed, their bleached bones adorn the tortuous tunnels in this god-forsaken place. He runs ever onward into peril. I wonder who the prey is, and who is the hunted. Perhaps when the time comes, these creatures will know fear as they look into the eye of their quarry. Go, my friend, save your love.
It's always fucking spiders, I swear to God. I hate spiders so much. Ugh. shit. Fuck you, spider. All my homies hate spiders. Ah, fuck. Oh, look at that berry. Oh, fuck. Let's see what's the main path. Oh shit. Okay. Although they are big, spiders are surprisingly quick and agile. I've heard a skilled warrior may even tame one to a certain degree if it tires enough and ride like a warthog. I've also heard that their webs can be used to weave bridges strong enough to raise the weight of a grown man. Incredible. Perhaps I'm losing my wits stuck in the infernal place. I must be crazy to believe such a thing. Tiptoe. Oh, Barry, motherfucker! Nobody likes a little spider bitch! Whee! I found a key. Nice! Michael, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my god, I keep letting that cat in, and then she wants out. And then she wants in. And then she wants out. Make up my mind for me, cat. Holy shit. Everywhere I turn, there's death and decay. God has deserted us. I've abandoned my quest to this hopeless. I don't want to die damned like my fellow brothers. Fallen by the wayside, destined to be researched for some other adventure. I don't want that to be my fate. And yet, that kind of is what happened. Sorry, dog. Look at this kitty. Look at this kitty. Oh, that's some primo pussy right there. That's some primo pussy. I gotta plug my computer up again. Get low, my battery. Run the windows to the wall. Till my battery gets low now. Down these bitches crawl. So quick, so clean. Can I play with y'all? Oh, God. Did I make a fucking... Yeah, I did. I made a loop-de-loop. Fuck. That's my bad. Come on, Echo. You wanna get up here, get up here. I just don't want you to bother me, babe. Okay? Ain't no problem with being up here, but you just gotta, you know, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. I've been following the trail of Ronaldo Gandolfi, famed alchemist and fellow of the Brotherhood of Light. I don't know what drove him to lead the Order or indeed why he disappeared into the wilderness, but we could certainly use his skills in this dark time, that's for sure. It is said he created many magical weapons and relics, and that he hides them in hard-to-find places where only the most committed and deserving may stumble upon them. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on, bring that cat ass up here. Bring that cat ass up here. Don't fuck with the cord, but you can come up here. Come on. Come on. Cat, I will fucking eat you. Come on. Rita, and then you... What the... Cat, I will beat your ass. I will beat your ass. At least back the way I came. That's back the way I came. Fuck. Oh, yeah, baby! Okay, and that makes sense. This path is supposed to lead me back in a circle. If I got the other key, the goblins didn't pop up when I first came through? Whee! Upgrade! Fog whip, bitch! Ronaldo and Gandalf have been two different chains of the comic cross, but this one was never proved by the Brotherhood for obvious reasons. The others thought that the spikes were too cruel for the holy nature of the weapon. However, instead of destroying it, the artisan hid the links to one of the mausoleums of the Order, believing that one day it might be needed. With the spike chain, the comic cross can be used to saw through obstacles and to tame dangerous monsters by looping it around their necks. Yeah, baby! So pretty to go. You're so pretty. I think you're the prettiest cat I ever did see, ma'am. Yes, you. It's you. It's you, my love. Oh, sweet. Light gem, bitch. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Okay, now I feel fucking stupid. My bad.
So he has found another of Gandalf's upgrades. This was unforeseen, though it should prove useful in the challenges to come. The lost city of Aghata looms before him. I wonder if you know what truly lies ahead for you, Gabriel, what God has in store for you. The land of the Lycans. This ruined city now belongs to their lord, and you can be sure he will not allow you to pass without forfeiture of your life. But in order to bring her back, you need to defeat him, my friend. You need to crush him into the dust, like the worm that he is.
Seriously? No, you know what? No, you're in trouble. You're getting out of here. And you're not coming back in. I've been practicing my fighting skills and discovered that I've blocked off and I can increase my focus. Blah, blah, blah. What bitches.
This ancient city occupies many layers, each one being the foundation for the next. It is a labyrinthine maze of dead ends and forgotten walkways. Danger lurks around every corner. He has shown great resilience, but this journey will take him longer than anticipated and deeper than any man has ever ventured in centuries. He will need all his wits to find an alternative route into the heart of the city, where his destiny awaits him.
I've been looting my brother's corpses in search of gems that I collect enough, I'll become invincible. These fools are busy trying to save the world, which I will soon be able to, while I will soon be able to conquer with my newfound power. I know there's a light gem nearby, and I intend to fight it. No one can stop me now. No one. Nice. Hell yeah. Agartha.
Agartha was once one of the greatest cities of the ancient world, but it didn't take long to fall under the onslaught of the Dark Lord. The Lycans were innumerable, and the city was razed to the ground. The necromantic wars, as they were known, destroyed the advanced technologies that the Agarthians had closely guarded. Eventually the Titans fell, and then the people were massacred one by one, or were turned into beasts, subservient to their new conqueror. None now remain to tell the tale.
Boobies.
Wait!
God, it's this. Oh my god, this fucking song gives me goosebumps. Oh, fuck, literal goosebumps, dude. Dear Lord, please let me find a way through this cruel city. I've been your faithful servant, good, honest, and decent. I've seen creatures ride the back of wargs that appear almost tame under their control. Alchemist P. Please, God, show me the way to do this, and I may continue my quest to reunite this world with your heavenly kingdom. Amen. Bitch. Many areas are blocked, but I've discovered that cave trolls are effective for breaking gates of areas. One hits a troll hard enough, it will be stunned and won't contain it.
Wait!
Alright, I'm gonna end this part here and I'll be back.